Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Can I say that? Probably not. I think you have to have like a fan base in order to say that. But here I am again with another video. I just got off of work. I'm a little sleepy, but I'm not like super tired. And also, I don't like to go to sleep until I'm like I've said in my last video, until I'm literally rolling my eyes. Sometimes I start to fall asleep and then it feels like I'm falling off a building. And then I jump up and wake up and then I'm like, my gosh, I was so scared, but then I end up falling asleep after that. So until then, we're gonna crochet a shirt. I don't know what kind of shirt, but guys, I'm not an old lady, I swear, okay? I'm not. I have friends. I do other stuff besides crochet, read, watch YouTube, and bake, and make grilled cheeses. I swear! So yeah, tonight I'm probably just gonna crochet, and then tomorrow I am going to the grocery store and I'm getting eggs because I still have yet to buy eggs. And the other day I was trying to make matcha brownies and I didn't even have eggs. So how am I supposed to bake if I don't have eggs? So I'm gonna go to the store to get some. Well, I'm gonna sit in the passenger seat. My boyfriend's gonna drive. I'll get my license for sure. It's on my to-do list. It's actually number 1,000,000. It's at the very bottom if I'm going chronically in order. Chronological. Guys, I dropped out of college, okay? I literally forgot my ABCs the other day.
I read almost the entirety of this book, about 150.
So, it's the next night. I laid in bed all day, working on my crochet project. This looks like a rectangle because that's all that I have so far. It's supposed to go across me. I don't even know if you can see because it's kind of dark. I made some matcha. It's the strawberry latte one, so you don't add anything to it besides water. I got my sister the lavender one for Christmas because I drink the matchas all the time and they're really good. I'm a matcha girly, I really like it, so. And honestly, it's not hard to satisfy me. As long as it doesn't taste too much like chalk, then I like it. The flavored like latte ones, you don't have much to do with it. It already has sugar in it and flavor, so you just mix it with water. And I'm lazy, and anything that's easy, I'm gonna like it. But yeah, right now I'm just crocheting. This is like a little cuff thing that's gonna go right here. And then I'm gonna have sleeves flare out. So I only got one so far and I'm doing the other one. I just laid in bed all day today. I didn't really want to do anything. I got some more snacks. Coca-Cola. Not sponsored. I haven't had cola in forever. And for some reason I was like, because I'm a dark pop person. Root beer is my favorite pop in the entire world. I'm gonna say Dr. Pepper is also up there. The thing is it depends on my mood. Root beer is like my favorite, but like Dr. Pepper can be my favorite sometimes. I don't like Pepsi. I never think about it, honestly. I prefer like diet pops because they taste a lot better. Obviously, they're way more unhealthier for you, but I eat hot Cheetos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so the red 40 will do something in my body before this will. Okay, first off, the top of the can stinks. I wish I had a straw. I think it's good. It's warm, but I think I like it. I just don't like regular like Coca-Cola. I'm more of a Diet Coke. I usually like Diet Coke. I've never tried Coke Zero. And I think I like Diet Coke more, but that one's also good. But I do not like warm pop, so I should have gotten a cup of ice. I got some jalapeno popper Cheetos, my favorite. Makes me think of my childhood. And then I got some popcorn. I think it's called Skinny Pops. Love popcorn, any kind of popcorn. Gets stuck right up in your teeth. But right now, I'm just watching YouTube. I'm watching videos about different documentaries. I haven't watched documentaries in a long time. I watched them when I was a kid because I think in some way they did sort of fascinate me. But then I started seeing that the public tends to romanticize people who commit these crimes, like Ted Bundy and stuff. And I don't even like to say their names because, like, people don't know about the victims, but people like glorify, romanticize these killers. I mean, how many more movies do we need of Jeffrey Dahmer? How many more shows? How many more things do we need made of him? And just the fact that, why did I forget his name? Freaking Tate from American Horror Story. Why do I literally know who he is. The first thing I seen him in was One Tree Hill. Evan Peters, why couldn't I think of his name? He won an Oscar for that, and I just found that very interesting, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. And his speech wasn't particularly a fan of it, and just the fact that none of the victims' family was invited. His speech, I think I remember something along the lines of, and don't quote me on this, but just him saying like, I hope something good could come of this. And simply the fact of making a movie and it made people, like, making a movie romanticizing a murderer. Like, I don't know, can I say that on YouTube? I'm new on YouTube. But a lot of TikTokers, like, were dressing up as Dahmer. I just, thank goodness they took it down, but like the fact that they didn't realize that there was something wrong with that. Even if it was a show, I'd still feel weird about it. Like, even sometimes, like, when people, and maybe this is me being nitpicky, but sometimes when, like, of course, I like slasher films. I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, fiction. It's just fiction. But once you start putting fiction and reality together, that's when I think, like, people start to get confused, because, like, these are real people's lives. These are victims' families. These are people's stories being put out there. The fact that they don't even reach out to the families or anything is just so crazy to me. I don't. What I was gonna say was, even sometimes, like, if anyone watched the first season of American Horror Story, I love American Horror Story, I think it's really good. The first season, Evan Peters' character, Tate, he was a school, and he had the skull on his face, and then they play that background music, and people dressing up as that, for some odd reason, unpopular opinion maybe, gives me the ick a little bit that they dress up as him for Halloween. Because it's such a sensitive topic in real life. That's just kind of where I get confused. Like, I think dressing up as Jason or Scream is fine, but when things are so sensitive to the real world, I just find that interesting that people are okay with that. I don't know, I think I'm getting lost in my own thoughts, but that's just how I feel on that. Some people may call me sensitive. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Let me be sensitive. Today is Thursday, and I was off work, so I laid down all day. Went to the store, Walmart, to go grocery shopping. Went to PetSmart, and then went to the bank, and then I came home. I'm just gonna be crocheting. I'm gonna bake some matcha brownies tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to see Mean Girls. I'm so excited. I would have loved to have been invited to the premiere, but I don't know if I'll ever be invited to a premiere. No, I literally, like, all the girly things, I just wish. I wish. Like, Barbie would have been so fun to go to. The Golden Globes, not it. It was gonna be a no for me. I don't know that guy's name, but his jokes were not funny. And you can say we're sensitive, but they were literally not funny. Also, forgot, muffins also reminds me of my childhood. These are the blueberry ones. They're so good. I'm excited to go see Mean Girls tomorrow. I love musicals. Anyone else grow up watching Glee? I told my friend to watch it, but I was like, it's not gonna hit the same if you're watching it now for the first time compared to, like, when it first came out. It was so bad, but so good. I'm realizing every day that I have no life every time I record myself. I'm so sorry that these vlogs are boring. I'm gonna keep posting because I don't have anything else to do. I only have one friend, as I've said before, and she doesn't believe that I talk about her in my videos, but I think I've mentioned her at least in every single video, saying that you're my only friend. Guys, I'm getting ready to make matcha brownies, but I found a ladybug. I'm just gonna leave it. Oh, it smells so green tea-like. I love it. Heart pan. Take grass.
You ready to head home,
Watching Just Trish podcast right now. It's like my favorite podcast. It's so good. I wasn't really watching any podcast at all, to be honest, up until recently. Just so everyone left and right is dropping one, and so it's like hard to figure out which one you like. But I saw so many clips of Trisha, so I was like, okay, I have to watch it, and I ended up loving it. And I love Oscar; he's so good. And then I started watching Tana's because Tana was on one of her episodes, and then that's when I found out about Brooke Schofield. And honestly, her story is so inspiring. Though, because, like, listening, like, how she worked at a restaurant. I think she said she moved to, like, California. She worked at a restaurant for about 3 years. And then, you know, I'm assuming she started making her money from, like, probably little brand deals and stuff. But that's because of the canceled podcast, I believe. And I bet her life has just changed so much. And she seems to be, like, so grateful for it. And I could only imagine, like, what that is like. Imagine like Tana Mojo like picking you to be her co-host in a podcast, and then you just probably start making so much money I can't even imagine. And every time she talks about something, she ends up having that brand deal. It truly is inspiring, actually. That's what we need to do in 2024, girlies, and the gays and theys. We need to be posting our videos. Just post them, like, and you're not just hearing it from a big YouTuber who popped off the minute they posted one video. I've been only posting for the last few weeks, and I've been getting a little bit of views, and I am so appreciative of that. I mean, getting 30 likes on a video, I'm just like, oh my goodness, someone liked it, someone commented. Like, I'm just so happy about it. I'm sure we're all sitting here laying down in our beds. I know I was, saying I need to post all this time, and I just was too afraid to do it. And now I just have nothing holding me back. I don't care about the embarrassment that I might get from people. If people want to talk behind my back, they can. It's behind my back. It doesn't mean anything to me. If this is what I like to do, then it's what I like to do. If my YouTube channel doesn't go anywhere, that is fine. I feel like I'm gonna still post. I just feel like YouTube was meant for me. And YouTube is a platform where you can post long videos, so I feel like this is just what I'm meant to do. I love posting on TikTok. I was born in the right era. I was not meant to be in any other era. I like posting. I like social media. And that might sound out of touch and silly, but as a girl, I feel like, and a woman, people just like, especially men, feel the need to judge women for the little hobbies that we have and we like to do. Like, whatever makes you happy, just freaking do it. Why does it have to be approved by men who sit there and watch football and basketball and bet money and draft people or whatever it is they do? How about you guys don't judge what we do and we won't judge what you do? Which we already weren't judging, but now I feel the need to because they judge what we do. Men will say that like crocheting and stuff like that and painting is a hobby, but like shopping or posting or, you know, recording yourself or, I don't know, styling outfits and makeup isn't a hobby. Yeah, it is if it's what you like to do. It's doing something that you probably do. Like, a hobby is something you enjoy doing and you do it often. And if makeup is what you like to do, then that is a hobby. And there is literally nothing wrong with it. Even though my life is very uninteresting, I don't have anything fun to do. I feel like I don't have like a super big personality. I don't even know if I'm an introvert or an extrovert, to be honest. I don't know if I fully know what those words mean. Can someone tell me if I am? Do I have to like say what my personality is for someone to know? I guess I'm like kind of outgoing, but I'm also kind of antisocial. Like, I don't like to really go out or anything, but sometimes I do, depending on like who it is. Like, I like to go out to eat and stuff because I have like a fear of missing out depending on like if it's like with my friend. But like, I don't need to go out and party all the time. I don't feel like I'm necessarily missing out a whole lot. I like to go out sometimes. I'm not like a person who doesn't like to go out, but 90% of the time I would rather sit in and just crochet. I don't like to introduce myself to people. It's so awkward. I don't know why I'm so uncomfortable. Even if it's like someone I used to work with, if I see them, I'm not going to say anything to them because I just pretend like I don't see them. If I'm in public, I pretend like I don't know people, even though I clearly know who you are because I just seen you the day before, but I just pretend like I don't. I don't know why. Like, and the thing is, it's like sometimes I'm outgoing, but sometimes I'm not. I don't know my own personality. I think I'm antisocial because I've spent most of my life basically being forced to. In high school, like, I wanted to be, like, friends with girls and stuff, but, like, literally none of them wanted to be my friend. And, I mean, I went to a predominantly white school, so I'm sure that had lots to do with it, considering what they would say to me. The thing is, like, I got bullied most of, like, middle school and then, like, early high school. It wasn't always, like, to my face, but I was told by people, and some of it was to my face, and I'd cry about it, and being compared to my older sister, who is beautiful. Then, like, when I became, like, a junior in high school, I got my braces off. I stopped wearing my hair in this, like, awkward little ugly bun thingy, and I started doing my hair and my makeup, stopped wearing sweatpants, and I wanted to start wearing cute, like, skirts and stuff. Like, that's kind of when people started talking to me. People started asking if I wanted to go to football games, and my boyfriend played football. People, like, were like, oh my gosh, DMing me, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. And the thing is like, I was still gonna be friends with them, even though a lot of them were the people who bullied me. But I wanted friends, so I tried to, but then next thing you know, they ended up kicking me to the curb again, and it's what I should have expected. And I think I just got so used to it. And I had one, like, I thought she was a good friend for most of high school. She transferred schools, and she just never really talked to me again. I thought I was the problem, but because, like, if you lose friends, it's like, why wouldn't you be the problem? But then I sit here and I evaluated and I looked back, and she wanted to be friends with people who were popular and who were cool, and like it's like I get it who doesn't, but as soon as I became friends with her and I thought she was my only true real friend, I did not care about anyone else. I was like, we are friends. I can tell you everything, you tell me everything. We had similar upbringings with like narcissistic parents, and so we just could relate so much. But then she went to a new school and she just stopped talking to me, and I just kind of got used to being kicked to the curb by people who I thought were my close friends. They say they don't like people, and then they end up becoming besties with those people and kick me to the curb. That happened to me a couple years ago. I've kind of just given up on friends. I just don't think I'm like meant to have any in this world. And I didn't really grow up watching Emma Chamberlain until like the last couple years. I had heard of her, but I wasn't really necessarily like watching her. I'd watch a couple videos here and there, but I had only recently started watching her because I could relate to her. I could relate to her content back then, but I just wasn't super like big on watching YouTube videos. But like the last couple years I have been, and I follow her on Instagram, and I like her vibe. I like her aesthetic, like, and she genuinely seems like she would be such a good friend. And listening to her say that like she doesn't know who her real friends are and aren't, I literally can relate to that so much. You don't know. I think my boyfriend's truly my only real friend I have. And people always say, well, you shouldn't just only talk to your boyfriend, you should try to have other friends. First off, I can do what I want. Secondly, I've tried, and girls don't want to be my friend. And the thing is like, the girls who want to be are the ones who are actual pick-me's. I think some people forget what a pick-me is. In my eyes, a pick-me is a girl who says things and does things and embarrasses herself and talks down on other women and girls to get a guy's attention. And those are the girls who want to be my friend. And I don't want to be those girls' friends. I want to be friends with girls who support other girls. I want to be friends with the girlies. Like I said before, not having friends is my personality trait, and I'm so sorry.